The human body is made up of 100,000 genes, which are encoded by 3 billion chemical pairs in our DNA. These genes form the foundation of one's traits: gender, appearance, intelligence, health, personality, and style all make us different from one to the next. In the years ahead, scientists will have the power to manipulate our genetic structures, enabling the human body to mutate into new and different forms. Eventually, we will be able to replicate our own minds, allowing the masses to shed their biological bodies and become true machines.
Make some fucking noise!
Washington Heights. Want to give a shout out to my nigga Giuliani. Fuck you. Word up, B. Peace. Be safe.
Really just can't have a good rave party in a club, and you can't get a warehouse in New York. And there is an occasional good party, but they're very few and far between, and most of them are real small. And then the majority of the parties that are happening on a much bigger level, like in stadiums and arenas and stuff like that. And I think that the scene needs those type of parties, because if you want to see world-renowned DJs that cost a lot of money to bring in and pay and everything else, then you need bigger parties that are going to be able to pay these people and hire them. But on the other hand, it's a really big party, 5,000, 10,000 people. You just don't have that vibe and that togetherness vibe.
The first time I went to a party, I thought, this must be when you go and die. When you die.
People tend to act strange around others they are unfamiliar with. This feeling of uneasiness can be overcome by the consumption of what scientists like to call synthetic analogs. These personality adjusters can be smoked, swallowed, injected, and sometimes implanted. Time varies for each analog to reach its peak, but the effects can last from 20 minutes to several days. Other names for these synthetic pleasures are ecstasy, speed,
crystal, glass, meth, and pay. I am Hollywood K-Hole.
When I first got into it, no, like I was never did anything. I smoked pot when I was but and then I started probably doing drugs when I was like 15, and then I got in a lot of trouble last year.
What kind of stuff? Like acid or?
Oh, cocaine.
Oh,
Yeah, cocaine and glass.
Glass. What is glass like? I've never done that.
It's amphetamine. It's speed.
So does it keeps you up for days, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've been. She knows it every time after a party. We go back to Jenny's house and write letters. Until like 9 in the morning. The next day I'm like, fuck you! I want to get the hell away.
Who are you writing letters to?
My ex-boyfriend. He's a cunt. We don't like him.
Vicky, I'm gonna punch if he comes tonight.
Sometimes the need to consume these artificial emotions stems from our own need to be loved. The need for love is a childhood trait that transcends into adulthood. We all want to be cared for, thought of, and dreamed about. These subconscious energies are what give us power and the will to keep living. As one begins to age, it becomes harder to keep feelings pure. Reality interference and our own neurotic anxieties begin to complicate the brain, leaving most as non-trusting, selfish individuals. With time and a little luck, one may revert this process of internal corruption and maybe someday feel the purity of innocent love once again.
I remember meeting this boy at a party once. It was like we had known each other before or something, you know? Like a past life. We barely even talked, just looked into each other's eyes.
I would see them in my dreams. Then I heard their voices. They would say, dance, motherfucker. Dance your fucking face off.
That's right, it's your party!
Liquids is all about the flow. You got the flow, you got the flow. You don't got the flow, you don't got the flow.
Yo, me and my boys, we'd have a couple of blunts, roll it up, toke it up. Yo, we'd be doing that liquid shit for days. We'd have the glow sticks, the lightsabers, you name it, you know what I'm talking about, kid.